Great. I think we're okay. Okay, so welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. It's very nice to see you all here. So as you know, this is the first session that we are having directed to students trying to connect the universities within the POMS network. And the idea of this session, hopefully we're having other sessions with other universities as well, is to generate some synergies among researchers and students and improve the network that you have here. So the idea, I'm sorry, is saying that I'm speaking in Portuguese for some reason. I guess my English sounds like Portuguese. So we're going to start. We are going to have 4 presentations from 4 universities in Latin America. First, we're going to have Rosa Gonzalez that's going to present her program at the Universidad de los Andes in Chile. Then we're having William Guerrero from Universidad de la Sabana. He's going to present his PhD program. Then we're going to have Enzo Mariano from UNESP in Brazil. He's going to present as well the master's program. And finally, Gina Galindo from Universidad Norte, and our president from the POMS chapter is going to present her university's offer. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can write on the chat, and we're going to address that. But the idea is that we're going to have 4 presentations, and then at the end, we're going to have all the questions. During the event, I'm going to show you, I'm going to put on the chat a link so you can access some materials that the professors have prepared for you. So if you have any further questions, if you didn't get the contact, you're going to be able to access that information on the drive. Okay, so let's start. Thank you all. Thank you, professors, for being here. Thank you for taking your time. So as you know, we have around 15 minutes per university. And okay, Rosa, so you have the floor. Thank you for being here. If you can try sharing your screen. So let's see.
Yes. Give me one moment. I'm almost there. Okay, so thank you very much, Agatha, and all the colleagues for this initiative and allow us to introduce our programs. So basically, I'm gonna present the PhD in engineering science that we have at the Faculty of Engineering and Applied Science in the University of Los Andes in Chile. But first of all, I would like to introduce myself as well. So I am associate professor in this faculty. I've been working there since 2015 until now. And previously, I worked also during 6 years in the Pontificia Catholic University of Valparaíso. So with the pictures I want to show, I'm very dedicated in ports and maritime shipping, especially port operations. And my background, I am industrial engineer. And during all my career, I've been doing some graduate students like a master, the PhD, but very related to logistics. And what I am currently teaching is operations management and logistics. So I'm very aligned to the topics that POMS chapter have. Apologize, this is in Spanish, but it's a figure and I couldn't translate it, but just to show this promotion of our PhD. We are a university that has an accreditation. All our programs need to be accredited by this national commission, the CNA in Chile, and we have 3 years. And once you are accredited, all the students that would like to study with you a PhD program are allowed to submit a proposal for a scholarship, and if it is granted, they can do their studies with this scholarship that I will talk more about later. So to briefly mention the university in a nutshell, just some figures. We have 29 undergraduate programs. Our university is very diverse. We have engineering programs, but we also have medicine, law is a very we want to have all the different areas of knowledge and science, education, etc. And we also have been working to strengthen our graduate studies. So right now we have 6 doctoral programs, including the one that I'm going to present in engineering. We have 33 masters, medical specialty programs, etc. Also, we have several continuing education options for different areas. We have 10 faculties, which includes also a business school, which is a faculty dedicated to MBA programs, but we have different areas of knowledge: economics, law, education, philosophy, and humanities, etc. We have around 1,300 faculty members, from which 72% are full-time professors, as I am. So in the last ranking, just to have some comparative, we always want to have some metrics. We are at the 10th place of the universities in Chile. The first position is usually given to the Catholic of Chile, and then the University of Chile, and we are now in number 10th. Among private, we are a private university from the Opus Dei, and we are among the private universities in the 3rd place. And among the whole region in Latin America and the Caribbean, we are in the 48th place. So about the Faculty of Engineering, I did something wrong. Yeah, about the Faculty of Engineering, we have 5 programs. We have environmental engineering and a very strong group. Our PhD covers different areas. I'm going to present the more related to operations management, but we have a very good group there. We have electric engineering, computers engineering, that they also collaborate a lot, and they do also interesting research in their area. Civil engineering, they are very dedicated to structural areas. You know, in Chile, we have a lot of earthquakes, so they are very specialized in that area. And I belong to industrial engineering, and we are specialized in operations management, analytics, and also finance. The program description, we have a program that is in engineering science, so we try to have this interdisciplinary perspective, and we want to train specialists in the engineering with the ability to conduct research, technological innovation, and science-based management. So we want to contribute to advance the scientific and technological knowledge. The purpose of the program is to train specialists that conduct science based on technological research and innovation and manage projects in an interdisciplinary manner. So in our faculty, we don't have schools, we don't have departments. So basically we are whole faculty, and we try to interact and complement between the different disciplines that are in our program. So it's a very diversity culture, because we try to know what the others are doing and how can we start collaborating to each other. This is the program. Again, apologize, it's in Spanish because it's a picture, but we basically have 8 semesters. So during the first 3 semesters, the students have several courses that may support their background. If the student already has a master in engineering science, it is possible to convalidate some of the courses, but there are some that are also mandatory. So this is a program that is more on the style of US in comparison to Europe, that you go directly to research. We have, especially the first year, very concentrated on courses and training to help the students to strengthen their background. But they have to also start working on the thesis, and that's why since the beginning you will be assigned to a supervisor. And at the end of the 4th semester, at the end of the 2nd year, you have to present your not a qualifier. It's basically your proposal is your exam in which you propose what you are doing, because you are already started working on your thesis, the literature review, and what are the main hypotheses and objectives that you will pursue during the rest of your PhD program. And then after After that, you are fully dedicated to your thesis. There are some seminars in which you participate, you present your advances, you see what the other classmates, other colleagues are doing, and we interact between students and professors. So this is something that is done simultaneously. So you can get to know what the others are doing, but you also have to present your research. And it's expected that at the end of the fourth semester, 4 years, sorry, you will present your exam. But of course, there might be some delays, and it's expected that probably you may take, in some cases, it's possible to take one additional semester. In terms of our students, we have 35% of foreign countries. So lately, we have received a lot of students, for instance, from Ecuador, from Colombia, Venezuela, especially from South America. 60% of the students did not do their bachelor degree or master degree in the same university. And during the 4th year, all the students have done at least one research stay or participated in an international conference abroad. And the university now is very concerned to offer support to the PhD students. It's now the priority. Between the balance in gender, well, most of them are men, 70%, but around or close to 30% are women. All the students have a scholarship. There is no student that is paying for studying. So there are different funding options, but basically most of the students have the scholarship provided by the Chilean government, the national agency that is ANIT, and very few have an internal grant. It's really very competitive. And this internal grant is given to a student that has a lot of potential to get the grant the next year. So basically, the university is trying to accept students with the potential that maybe the first time didn't get the scholarship, but maybe the next year. About the research lines, as I mentioned, we have operations management, and we also have the other disciplines and environmental processes, information and engineering, energy engineering, which is related to electric and computer engineering colleagues, and the civil systems engineering. So I'm not going to talk about all because there is no time, but about operations management, what we do is involves the use of mathematical models, statistical methods, algorithms, and simulation tools with the aim to support planning decisions at strategic, tactical, operational levels of a manufacturing or service company. And it's a very important tool for managing business processes in companies, which may involve large-scale, high-complex real systems, and the aim is to optimize their performance. So this is basically our aim. These are the main academics. We have other collaborators, but I will say that we are the most related academics in terms of the research areas related to logistics and transportation, optimization, analytics, and we also have finance because, you know, finance is also important and related to organizations. So in my case, my main application area is on ports, on maritime shipping, but I'm very focused on decision support systems, optimization models, and in general, in logistics, freight transportation, agricultural supply chain is also one of my research areas. I have my colleague Juan Perez, who is very focused on telecommunications and energy, also in finance applications, but he does applied mathematical modeling, and he lately has been working also with reinforcement learning, deep learning, all these artificial intelligence techniques. Miguel Carrasco is also very focused on mathematical modeling, optimization methods, and he works in several applications of artificial intelligence. Right now, he's working on healthcare things, cancer, radiographies, and things like that. Hector Lopez works in transportation. Actually, Hector is a Colombian colleague that recently came to work with us, and he works in entropy models, multi-criteria techniques, strategic maps, and optimization. My colleague Patricio is the one that is working in finance and health economics, macroeconomics. And my colleague Carla Bairetti is an expert on analytics, data mining, artificial intelligence. She does a lot of sentimental analysis, text, images, and with very diverse applications, healthcare, security to detect potential robberies and things like that, and also in marketing. So it's very, very diverse. In my case, because I want to emphasize what I do, as I mentioned, my main area is maritime and port logistics, but I also work, I'm not the expert, but I have colleagues that are very well known, like René Villalobos, Marcela Gonzalez. So I also collaborate in agricultural supply chains, mainly with the focus on harvesting planning and collaborative schemes for small producers. And I am also very interested, I may not be the most expert, I think I am very expert in maritime and port logistics, not in the others, but I am also very interested in logistics infrastructure, green corridors, logistic cost, and how can we propose public policies, recommendations. So to finish soon, because I'm almost on time, we have some requirements to be admitted. We require to have a bachelor degree, a master, or a professional degree whose level of study are equivalent to those required to obtain a bachelor degree. And there are more requirements, more documents, proposal. There are several documents you need to submit, but I don't want to put a big list. I will put the link so you can be informed. But something very important is that we are very close to the deadline of the ANID scholarship. In this case, the government provides the funding. It's not the university that applies for getting the fund for the students. It's each individual student, the one that has to apply. And in order to apply, he or she has to be admitted in the program. So if anybody is really very interested for the next year that starts on March, we are very short on time, but there is still some time, November 15. Otherwise, if anybody's thinking or evaluating, we can consider it for the next year. ANID scholarship is very attractive. I will say that for a person that wants to live by themselves, if it is for a family, it's not going to be enough, but it provides a grant around close to $1,000 per month, which is free of taxes. For the cost of living in Santiago for one single person is pretty well. For a family, I would think that is not, unless your partner, your spouse is working. That's something to consider. Santiago is not a cheap city, but this amount of money is gonna be enough for a single person. This is the link. I will share the slides with Agatha. So if anybody's interested, that is the link. And Soledad de Tesanos, she's in charge of she's the person, is the contact person of the graduate processes. So if anybody has any doubt or needs some support, can contact her directly. And with that, I will stop to leave the space to the other colleagues presenting their programs.
Thank you, Rosa. Thank you for the timing. So thank you very much. We are gonna continue with the presentations. Like I said, if you have any questions, please write down in the chat and we're gonna answer by the end of the presentations. That's for the sake of time and just to keep the pace of the presentations. Okay, so following we have William Guerrero. He's from the Universidad de la Sabana in Colombia, and he's gonna present the PhD program at the Sabana. So welcome, William. You can present your slides now.
Great, thank you everyone. So right now I'm going to present the PhD program in Logistics and Supply Chain Management from the School of Engineering at Universidad de la Sabana. Just to check, can you hear me well there?
Yes.
Good. Great. So this is my email address and my name is William Guerrero. I'm the director of this PhD program. And so the objective of my presentation here is just to give you some key insights into this program and to get you interested. and solve your questions. So don't hesitate to ask me your questions about this topic here. So first, I wanted to start saying why to study a PhD program and why it is important. Logistics and supply chain management is indeed a global trend, and that enables economic growth. And in Latin America and worldwide, we need more experts in logistics. And we need people and professionals that need to provide prescriptive analytics to industries, and we need to digitalize logistics to generate more value into industry. So this global trend will force companies and universities to have more experts that can develop new knowledge in terms of logistics and supply chain management. So in our program, I'd like to say that we are unique in its kind in Latin America. This is the only program in logistics and supply chain management in the title in all Latin America. So I want to invite all the interested people in logistics and supply chain management to know more about our program. So what challenges do we study in our program? We have a wide variety of topics that we research on, covering from supply chain management, inventory management, production scheduling, transportation, supply chain design, information systems, quality management, and strategic planning in logistics. And we aim to develop new technologies and enable digital transformation for companies and engineering tools to support business development. So we are doing some pretty cool projects in terms of these topics in several sectors of the economy. So in our program, we are very much oriented to implement quantitative models and information systems from operations management, the operations management community, and developing engineering tools and mathematical optimization and simulation models for logistics. The educational objective of our program are very standard for a PhD program. So first of all, our students are dedicated to develop high impact research and innovation projects in logistics and supply chain management. They also participate in solving problems, logistic problems at the regional, national, and international level. We are also very dedicated in fostering the abilities for communication of our students in the scientific community, not only at the national level, but also internationally. And we work in interdisciplinary teams and international research networks, such as POMs, to develop these kind of projects. In our program, the research components are very strong. So we are supported by several research groups, the research group in logistics systems, the automation and control group, and we have some other expert advisors with extensive research experience in our university. I will talk about that a little later. So we have two main research lines, so designing logistics systems in many topics, for example, humanitarian logistics, transportation logistics. We have some agricultural systems as well, and we are working also in doing analytics and machine learning for decision making. This is a new research line that we are developing, and we also want to enable our students to have networking activities in international partnerships with governments and develop this innovation and development aspect that is very important for this educational objective of our program. Our advisors, we have more than 50 professors and can be your PhD advisors. I just want to highlight three of our maybe most internationally well-known professors. Professor Jairo Montoya is well-known internationally for his contributions to transportation and optimization and meta-heuristics. Professor Gonzalo Mejia also is very well-known internationally for his contributions to agricultural systems, using Petri nets and meta heuristics as well in logistics. And Professor Marta Cobo Angel is also full professor in our school. He's our dean of the School of Engineering, and she works in energy systems and how to make a more sustainable system. And so if you're interested in energy systems and how to optimize these kind of systems, Professor Marta Cobo is the perfect advisor. So I won't go into the details of all of them, but just to give you a brief overview of the kind of advisors that our university provides. Also, I am very proud of our PhD students because they published in high-rank journals in this time window from 2019 to 2024. Our students have published 72 documents. So I took these statistics a couple days ago. Most of our students published in Q1 papers, so 50% of our publications are in Q1 journals. This is very outstanding, and it is very important that our students publish in scientific papers because this is how science is made. So in hand with our advisors, our students are capable of publishing. Also with international collaboration, about 64% of our papers are with international collaboration. I'll talk about that in a minute. So this is the international components of our program. All of our students have to make international stays, not only in Latin America, but also in Europe or the US. So this is just a quick overview of our network, and we also collaborate a lot with the MIT Global Scale Networks, having internships and maybe double degrees programs for our students. The joint programs we have, the most successful ones are with France, with these universities in France, with IMT Atlantique, with University of Technology of Troyes, Mines Saint-Étienne, INSA Lyon, University Jean Monnet, University Oberta of Catalonia in Spain, and Catch Business School. So we not only collaborate with engineering schools abroad, but also we collaborate with business schools just to have this economic component in logistics that is very, very important. So in these kind of programs, the student spends half of the program with us at La Sabana University and half of the program with our partner in Europe. And the student presents one single doctoral thesis to obtain both doctoral degrees. So far, our program has made 9 doctoral degrees with these universities in France, and we have been very successful doing so. This is the program. So this is a 3-year program in logistics. In the first year, so the students, sorry, this is in Spanish as well, but I'm going to translate it fairly quickly. In the first year, the student develops the research proposal that is evaluated by peers, by external reviewers. So the student is sure that he can develop this research project within 3 years. In the second semester, the student performs the qualification exam before a jury that is composed by external reviewers as well. And in the second and third year, the student participates in our international seminar to interact with international professors or other PhD students, and is dedicated mostly to develop the thesis, the PhD thesis. Also, in the fourth semester, the student has to make the internship abroad. It can be in a university or it can be in a company. And for our funding, we obtain most of the funding from our National Agency for Ministry for Science, Technology, and Innovation. some funding from Universidad de la Sabana, and for these internships abroad, we have obtained funding from this AUIP, it's the Association for Ibero-American Universities, and so they fund internships in Spain, and the French government has also provided us with some funding for these co-tutelle agreements, so we have a lot of funds for that. Also in Canada, we have obtained funds in CRELT in Montreal. Our students are also have also get some awards that highlight the impact of the research. We are not only dedicated to publishing papers, but also having an impact and transferring the knowledge to industries and to society. And we have obtained these awards for the students to recognize the impact of their cool projects in smart cities, in how to improve, include Industry 4.0 technologies in technology. And Professor Agatha da Silva has also been awarded with this Nara Sanders Emergency Economist Dissertation Award. And we are very proud of these kind of awards in our program. So this is just a quick overview of the program. Please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any more questions about the process, about the program, and everything you'd like to know. So in brief, the process is very personal. So we start the process by having an interview with me and discussing how this PhD program can be useful for you. So do not hesitate in requesting by email an interview with me just to discuss how to move forward. So I'm going to go back to the first slide just to show you once more my email address. Do not hesitate to send me your questions and your information just to get in touch. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, William. Thank you for sharing your program. So like I said, any questions, well, we have the contacts here. I already passed you the drive where we're gonna put all the information about the programs, but you can write it down as well on the chat. So to continue, let's go with Professor Enzo. He's from the Universidad Estadual de São Paulo, UNESP. He's gonna present his program as well. Enzo, if you can start sharing your screen. And welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Agatha. Thank you for the opportunity to talk about my program. I try to share my you can see. Okay, yes. Okay. My name is Enzo Mariano. I am professor of the UNESP and the São Paulo State University. And in the UNESP, I am professor for the engineering faculty of Bauru. And I am presenting my program, my post-graduation program, and the program of PhD and Master in Production Engineering at UNESP Bauru. My post-graduation program is in the Faculty of Engineering of Bauru, that is based in the city of Bauru, in the São Paulo state. It is the distance from São Paulo is 300 kilometers, and we have 4 master and PhD programs in the Faculty of Engineering of Bauru. We have the Production of Engineering program, the Mechanical Engineering program, the Electrical Engineering program, and the Civil Engineering program. I am responsible for. I am coordinator for the Production Engineering program. Okay, the production engineer is the design, improvement, and implementation of integrated systems of people, materials, information, equipment, and energy to produce goods and service in an economic manner, respecting ethical and cultural precepts. And the production engineer is divided in 9 areas. To reach this goal of the production engineer, it's necessary 9 areas: the operations management, logistics, quality engineering, product engineering, organization engineering, operational research, sustainability engineering, work engineering, and economic engineering. Our program focuses 3 of these 9 areas, focusing the operations managers, operations and production management, the operational research, and the sustainability area. Mainly in the sustainability area, we have made a lot of researches in the sustainability area about circular economy, for example. About these research lines, the operations management is responsible for planning, management, and controlling the activities necessary to obtain products and services. The sustainability and production systems, and our second research line, it is the focus is measurement of the use of natural resources, the waste treatment, and the social responsibility in production systems, and the assessment of the economic, social, and environmental impacts. And the operational research area is the application of analytical and mathematical methods to aid decision making. Our program have 25 accredited professors, and the professors are from 5 different UNESP campuses. The location of the program is in Bauru, but the UNESP is a big university, and it is located in a lot of cities of the São Paulo state, and we have professors of other campus of UNESP, and we have professors of another universities too. For example, from Federal of Ouro Preto, the University of Brasília, the University of South Mato Grosso, and we have one professor of the University of Porto in Portugal. And all these professors have academic excellence. They publish in the main journals of their areas, and they have a lot of international partnerships. In this moment, we have a partnership from professors of Portugal, for example, of the University of Coimbra, University of Porto, with professors of England, from Birmingham University, universities of France, Canada, Denmark, Germany. We have partnerships of these locations at the moment. This is our 25 professors. And the main characteristics of our PhD and master program. We have the biannual selection process. Now we have a selection process open. The application for this selection process finished in 21 of November 21. And the selection process have three stages of selection. It's a curriculum analysis, the analysis of a proposed project, and a final interview. We have remote and in-person class options. We have some disciplines that are remote, and some disciplines in person. it's not necessary to stay all period of the course in Bauru. You can a course discipline is a remote disciplines too, and we have several disciplines offered every 6 months, and in the 3 research lines. And the students must take 5 different disciplines, but only 2 are mandatory. We have disciplines of the introduction to production engineering, and disciplines disciplines about scientific methodology. But the other 3 disciplines the student can choose. And we have possibilities for masters and PhD grants. The value of the grant nowadays is 2,100 reais for masters, and a grant for PhD is 3,100 reais for the PhD grant. We have these grants is off the program, and we have 15 grants to offer for the students, but we have another possibilities to disposal of financial for the students. We have other foment organizations that it's possible to give grants for the students. The main outcomes of our program in the last 5 years, our 25 professors published 377 articles indexed of the Scopus in the last 5 years. 46 are among of the 10 most cited in their areas. 104 are in journals in the top 10% of their fields, and we have an average of 12 citations per article. These statistics are based in the Scopus. And most of these articles is in partnerships with their students. And we have the statistics that our PhD graduates leave our program with impact publications. We have this website. I show here with the publications of our students. We have publications in 2021, 2020, 2022, and we have in this website the name of the publication, the journal, and the student and the professor. And mainly many of these publications are in partnership with international professors. For example, Disney is in partnership of a professor of France, of Indonesia, the professor with Colombia, and we have many papers in prestigious journals published every year by our students. Another statistic is that we have some journals that our students have publishing. For example, in the Journal of Cleaner Production, that are in the 98th percentile. We have 7 articles with students publishing Journal of Cleaner Production in the last 5 years. 3 in the business strategy and environment, 2 in the sustainable development, and 1 in these other prestigious journals that are in the in the top ranking of their area. We have some successful graduates too. We have, for example, four students of our PhD program. Our PhD that are professors in universities. For example, these four students, Paulo Fiorini, nowadays is one of our professors accrediting in our program, and she finished your PhD in our program. She finished in 2018, and nowadays your age factor in Scopus is 16. And we have another students, for example, Marcelo Furlan, it is professor of ETA, Aeronautical Technology Institute. It's a very prestigious university of Brazil. And João Vitor and Otaviano nowadays is professors of UNESP too. Another information, we have a website, you can consult another information about our program, and we have Instagram too, about information of our program, about the selective process, about publications of the students, about examinations committees. We publish in our Instagram. And thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Enzo. Thank you for the presentation. So let's go with the last one, and then we're going to have the round of questions. So Gina, I missed you, Gina. Gina, I don't know.
I'm here.
Okay, so I'm going to share the screen for you, right?
Yes.
And you just let me know.
Okay, I will try to keep it short. So hello, my name is Gina Galindo. I am associate professor at Universidad Norte, and I am also the current president for POM's Latin American chapter. So I would like to start by thank you everybody for being here. And I hope that this session has been of really great value for everybody. So today I'm just going to talk a little bit about our graduate programs at the Universidad Norte. So I'd like to talk a little bit about the city where we are located. So next, please. So we're located in Barranquilla, Colombia. Barranquilla is located close to the ocean and to the Magdalena River, which is the most important river in Colombia. And that makes Barranquilla very special. We have, on one hand, we have a really interesting mixture of different cultures because a lot of immigrants back in the old days came to Colombia through Barranquilla. So we have a lot of, we have Arabic influence, African influence, European, and we have a mixture that is evident in our food, music, the Carnival, which is the most important celebration in Colombia, is a big deal. And I would like to invite everybody, if you don't come to Colombia to pursue your graduate students, at least make sure that you come to Barranquilla's Carnival at least once in your life, because you're going to really enjoy it. Also, Barranquilla is very active from the industrial perspective, since we're close to the port and to the ocean and to the river. We have important port activities, and the industries are very active, and that is something really important for Universidad Norte. Universidad Norte was born as an institution to give solutions, to respond to the needs to the local and regional industry. So we have a really strong relationship to the industry here in Barranquilla, but also at the national level. Next, please. I'm sorry, I have the flu. So I have a video about Universidad Norte. Yeah, it's short. I don't know if you can hear that. I can't hear it, Agatha.
There's a place in the Caribbean where knowledge merges with passion. Where senses intensify and creativity reaches unimaginable goals. A place where history is reborn and there are no barriers for science. Where poetry dances and ideas come to life. A place where nature, technology, and humanity fuses to make you unique for a lifetime. And future leaders arise. Where education transforms lives. A place grateful for its past, that looks into the future with challenging eyes. There is a place for you to write your story in the Colombian Caribbean. We are waiting for you at Universidad del Norte.
Así que quieres aprender inglés.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Agatha. That was just a little, just to let you know about what you will find here at Universidad Norte, at our campus, which is really beautiful. We also are among the top universities in Colombia. When we talk about international ranking, we are usually among the top ranked universities in Colombia, but also in Latin America. Next, please. So there is some general information about Universidad del Norte. We have more than 200 agreements with institutions worldwide. Our university has about 10,000 undergraduate students and about 2,000 graduate students. We have 28 undergraduate programs. We have engineering, but also laws, medicine, architecture, and a lot more. And we have 58 master programs and 15 doctorate programs. Most of our professors hold a doctoral degree, and we are also very committed to accreditations. All of the engineering programs hold the accreditation from AVET, the undergraduate programs, and also our graduate programs are also accredited by the national committees. Next, please. We have a wide portfolio of services for international students. So we have some international mentors who are students from Universidad Norte who guide international students when they come. Next. We also have we like to take care of our international students. So we go to pick them up at the airport, and we have an office here at Norte, which assists international students in terms of migration information. We also have some programs, to get to know the city and the country. Barranquilla is located very close to the two most important, in terms of touristic attractions, the two most important cities in Colombia, which are Cartagena and Santa Marta. We are less than 2 hours apart from those cities, So there is also the opportunity to explore those locations. Next, please. So as I was saying, we provide important information about accommodation. We also have Spanish courses. So if we have international students who are interested in taking Spanish courses, that is another option. Next. We have an on-campus medical center. And also, as I said, we can also provide information about Colombian immigration processes. Next. So we have some important labs which supports our programs. We have, as you can see, those pictures are from the lab of logistics and operations. And there you can see there is a simulation of a production system. In that lab, we use some stations to simulate stations in a production line, and also we use RFID technology to simulate picking and storing of supplies in the shelves. So we try to include also the use of Industry 4.0 technologies, and also we're very strong in data analytics. We also have other labs. We have a lab about safety and hygiene. We also have some spaces where students can go and use our computers. And in those computers, we have optimization softwares, data analytics softwares, and in general, we have different software that could be used in industrial engineering. Next, please. So this is the curriculum of our master program. So basically, it's 3 semesters. We have 3 core courses that the students must take. We have 3 emphasis courses and also 2 elective courses. The ones that are in green are research courses in which students develop their master dissertation. Next. So among the highlights about our master in industrial engineering is that we are focused on developing skills to solve complex problems. We are very interested also in having high flexibility. And among the elective courses, it is possible also to take courses from other master programs here at Norte. And we have that the impact that our master alumni have in the region has been really strong. And we have former master students from Norte are now working on in different companies in the world, and also in academia. And I can think about several examples. We have, for instance, some of our former students working at Sunny Buffalo in USA, UC Davis, Penn State. So we have a really good sample of previous master students who are well positioned in the world. Next, please. This is the curriculum of our doctoral program. It's composed of 8 semesters. As you can see, the first semesters are about taking some courses, 2 in mathematics, 4 core courses. We have 4 elective courses, and the other time is devoted to research. We also have the requirement that our doctoral students must go to some other institution, preferably outside from Colombia, to get some international experience. And that experience lasts for about 3 months. We have had doctoral students in Universidad Gonzalez in Chile, also in Germany, in Spain, and that is a key part of the educational formation of our doctoral students. Next, please. So the doctoral program looks for developing leadership roles in research and development, teaching and consulting. We are very committed to the problems faced by the industry, but also by the community in general. We have had research not only related to traditional commerce and logistics, but also research that has a social impact. We have had research of, it's industrial engineering, operations research, management, but combined with other areas and having a social impact. So for instance, we have research in data analytics, but with impact on health, genomics, more precisely. We have also optimization models applied to immigration crisis, optimization models applied to humanitarian logistics, because we really think it's important to have our research implemented and applied to make good for the community in general. Next, please. I just want to have some additional highlights here. As I said, we have different research areas in transportation, humanitarian logistics, staff scheduling, immigrant socioeconomic integration, genomics, ports. Ports is a very important part of our research. And in all of these areas and some others, we used to work in collaboration with researchers from all around the world. We have collaboration with researchers from MIT, from Los Andes, Chile, from UC Davis, and in that sense, we really work hand by hand with our former students, with our alumni. We have also collaboration with universities in Germany, in Brazil. We are also, most of our professors have a doctoral, or they went to course their doctoral programs in the USA, in Europe, in other countries in Latin America. And I think that's a very strong component of our programs, because all of these professors bring with them all of the experience that they had in these different countries, and also we are able to extend the network of our academic collaboration, our research collaboration. So that's, I think, a very important highlight of our graduate programs, that we are continuously working together with our researchers from all around the world. We are also very active in applying for international and national calls for research. And I'd like to add that most of our graduate students, they get funding from research calls where we can get funds, okay? So basically, it's very typical that we work on some research project, and then we present that project to international or national calls. And once we get the funding, then we're able to fund the graduate students. So that is one very usual way in which we can finance students for graduate programs. Also, we have other master programs here at the Department of Industrial Engineering. We have a master program in administrative engineering, integrated management system, and data analytics. And it's very convenient, because then we can mix courses from those master programs with the master program in industrial engineering that we have in the doctoral program. Let me see what else I have here. Also, we have in our programs, we usually have invited professors who teach classes. Okay, so we have had professors from USF, from Universidad Católica de Chile, and yeah, those are some of the universities from which we have had guest professors in the past, and that is a practice that we would like to maintain and to keep on going with in the future. Next. So that was a brief information about what you can expect to find at the graduate programs here at Universidad Norte in industrial engineering. Thank you, Agatha.
Great, thank you, Gina. So, okay, so now we can have some questions if you like. Unfortunately, Rosa had to leave us. She's traveling today, so she couldn't stay until the end. But if you have any questions for her, you can write me. But I don't know if any of you have any questions for William, Gina, or Enzo, or maybe like a general question for all of them, so we can respond. You can raise your hand if you want to talk, or just write it out on the chat.
Okay, Agatha, I have to leave. I'm running late for another meeting.
Oh, no worries. Thank you.
In case there are any questions, I'm more than happy to answer. So just let me know and I will take the time to answer. And thank you very much, everybody, for attending.
Thank you. Bye, Gina.
See you.
Goodbye, Gina. Nice to see you.
Okay, so if there's no questions, like I said, I'm gonna actually send an email with the link for the drive where you can access the information from all the programs I represented today. You're gonna have the information of the professors. Maybe you need to read a little bit more about it, and then you can contact me. You can contact directly the professors, and of course, if you can help in any way, you just let us know. Marcos said he has a question. Marcos, if you want to open your mic and talk to.
Yes, I have the question for the University of Brazil. My question is if there are some help for the external students to allocate them in houses, in residentials.
Yes, we have a program that help the international students to allocate in the and we offer support. We have some students of international students nowadays living in Bauru, and we offer the support in the university.
Okay, that was my question.
Thank you, Marcos. Thank you. And so, Leonardo, if you can go with your question.
Yes, I also had a question for Professor Enzo. It was mainly because I was wondering if there's any chance to have classes in Portuguese or how it works with the language, the programs.
Yes, nowadays we have some disciplines in English, but it is not so much. You know, the most part is offered in Portuguese, but yes, I think it is possible to follow Spanish in English. I think it is not so many so many difficulty to follow the Portuguese classes, né? But we have some options in English too.
Okay, thank you.
Great. So if there is no other question, I'm gonna share with you the email with the link. We're gonna have all the information. Once I have the recording of the session, I'm gonna upload there as well. So thank you everybody who could stay until the end. Thank you for the presenters. Thank you, William. Thank you, Enzo, for being here. And well, with that, we close the session. Have a nice day, everyone.
Thank you. Have a nice day. You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.